Hey everyone, it's Brett Hornby here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As earlier this week, I just got back from my weekend trip at Edmonton for the Labour Day Rematch game. It's time for me to do some catching up with some recent Calgary sports stories. Well, for this video, we'll talk about the Calgary Roughnecks and the fact that the Calgary Roughnecks have announced some rebranding and a partnership with a local company. Yeah, that's what I'll talk about in this video, and I almost got to say, what do you think of this rebranding? Because now I am wearing an old jersey because the Calgary Roughnecks have completely rebranded. They actually dropped the color red from their jerseys and basically going to go with just a black and white gray scheme, which kind of is the colors of, the oil and gas industry, you should say. That's the name of the Roughneck. I mean, the logo is the same, except the logo, he's now wearing a black shirt. And I noticed on this jersey, you don't have this, the striping and the rigs coming up. I'll show the picture in the video and put the story in the description below. But I'm going to say I'm going to kind of miss the red from the Calgary Roughnecks, as they've always had a red in their color. I know that their first uniforms had a blue to their color and had more of the metal, but it does on the same time kind of clean up. It does look almost like what a hockey jersey would be, especially, the gray one with the black bar in the middle. I guess that'll be their alternate jersey, but essentially that's the rebranding. And I did hear some rumors a couple years ago that the Calgary Roughnecks were thinking about changing their uniforms and jerseys. I mean, me personally, I don't dislike it. I'm going to miss the red in the color, and given how much jerseys cost and with the economy being right now, and have other jerseys that I want to purchase, I'm definitely not going to be in that much of a hurry yet to buy a new Calgary Roughnecks jersey. It's the only Roughnecks jersey I have, and it was a nice look, but the logo is still the same with the the iconic Derek, the muscular guy, and that's always fit with the Calgary Roughnecks. But there's going to be no more red. But the other part of their announcement that they made last week is that the partnership with WestJet, the airline that actually is based here in Calgary, that started off as a discount airline, is now a big airline with Air Canada. They have announced a 5-year partnership with WestJet. So the field, the turf that the Calgary Roughnecks are going to be playing on will be called WestJet Field, in the colors of WestJet. It's kind of that dark blue, navy blue, turquoise green. So they have made a WestJet Field that you can see now, a turquoise field with the blue in the behind the nets, which definitely another way to promote the NLL game. Have a big partnership with the Roughnecks. Definitely going to see a lot more advertisements in big name sports in general. There was already announcements that, with the National Hockey League, for example, that the ads on the helmets are going to stay, but there's going to be some ads on jerseys coming up. Just hope it's not going to be like, the European Hockey League, where they look like race car drivers. But and then the only time, if you were to buy those jerseys, keep in mind, would be they won't have all those logos on unless you bought a game day. But that's just another example. But basically, it's the Calgary Roughnecks announced rebranding, is that they're going to have new uniforms for this upcoming season, a WestJet Field for the gameplay surface. What do you think of this? I personally going to miss the red in the color. That's generally one of the colors of Calgary with their other sports teams, but I'm still going to go to the game, obviously, and cheer on my team. And I did re-up my season tickets as the renewals recently came out, and I think the ticket prices actually were about the same compared to, I guess now you got to say, a couple years ago when we actually had a season. That didn't get finished because of what. But I know that my season tickets, keep in mind, as a Stampeder season ticket holder, I got a 25% discount from my season ticket, and I do sit in the club section at the Saddledome, and it was about $377 for the whole season. Playoff games to be paid separately, which I understand it's also the case with Calgary Flames, but I did renew my tickets, so definitely going to be looking forward to going back into the Rough House. And the last piece is to follow up with that video where I said that cash is always king, but just not at your local sporting event. That same thing is going to apply at the Saddledome this year for Flames Haven Roughneck games. That it's all going to be cashless, kind of already the case at McMahon Stadium, and there's also that proof of vaccination that it's going to come in, but that's been almost standard everywhere these days. It's probably another thing that's changed with the pandemic, so I guess there won't be any more season ticket unveiling videos, which that's kind of a shame, but it is what it is. So I just want to close out and say, what do you think of the Calgary Roughnecks rebrand, both of the jerseys and the field? So anyways, like I say, if you want to follow along this Calgary sports fans journey, home of the Flames Haven Roughnecks and Stampeders, I mostly do talk Calgary sports on my YouTube channel, but I also do a variety of non-sports chat when I've had time, like personal vlogs, attempt at comedy, and I share my experience on the road or at a sporting event. And I did some vlogging ago in the spring, took a little break in the summer, but I did, speaking of my trip to Edmonton, my last vlogging ago, I checked out the Neon Sign Museum in downtown Edmonton, just outside of Rogers Place. You can check that video out. So as I say, if that all sounds like be interesting to watch, to follow along with this Calgary sports fans journey, you just make sure you hit like and subscribe. I also have my other social links down in the description below. And I do have my second channel, Brett Hornby Shorts, where I post the short form content on that channel with the YouTube shorts. For example, now that we're still in the CFL season, I have been posting a quick post game on that channel as well, so you can check me out there. So I was going to say, go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.